Was not going to use chance here. Right after I got full heal. Did not want to lose all that MP.
Yeah.
I know the odds of that happening are actually pretty low, but...
You never know. There might be scaling.
Where?
How there'd be scaling, I don't know, but...
We don't ask those sort of questions. We just let Dur bang the night away.
So we have an entire team of big bangers.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, we're up to daring.
Not bad.
He's getting there. Just a few more rounds of mix, and we might be able to get hot-blooded yet.
Yeah.
Alright, so the exit is down there. This will not take me to it. I just wanted to see... Okay, so I need that path right there, which... Okay, so I need to go down to that middle section there. Got it. So oh, that's right. I have to go all the way around up there at the top.
You're remembering.
It's been like 2 weeks since we last played, and it's been longer since I last encountered this floor.
Chunk went first.
Sure.
The team is growing.
We'll just spread out that MP usage a little bit. Fine with that.
Man, I'm just thinking about how toast that stupid monster master is gonna be.
And now Dur's going first. If on the next one Royal can go first, that would be kind of perfect. Yeah, I can just have the entire team just Big Bang and Hellblast their way through the Monster Master.
Well, remember, the Monster Master also has its own his own gold slime to deal with.
That's true. Is immune to... I don't remember if he's immune to both, but I'm pretty sure he is immune.
He is immune to all of that nonsense. Giga Slash might work on Gold Slime. I don't actually know.
Oh, hey.
That might just be a I punch you or slash you skill. I don't know if they attribute it to anything.
Yeah, I don't actually know. But I guess we'll find out. Master of Great Log. Fight you just to kill time. Well, I'll fight you.
So that's why you're in this dungeon.
Okay. Apparently they really want me to have a Balzac. Well, that's too bad, because I'm going to take one from this dungeon, not from you.
I don't know. This might have actually... Well... it's fine.
That XP gain, though. A Be Nice book. Thanks. Well, that's like 3 or 4 sirloin, so...
Technically, we could use it to improve the mood of the team, but... Meat.
I mean...
Mystic Nut!
Alright.
Oh, wait, no, that's not the great one.
Yeah.
It's good, but it's not great.
Increase NP.
Give it to Royal.
Yeah, sure.
Don't need to hold on to nuts anymore.
Oh, but yeah, I guess looping back around to like half an hour ago, picked up those first 3 Dragon Quests. I beat the first one, which was actually a very short game, which was kind of surprising.
Yeah.
But I suppose that makes sense, considering it came out in, I think, 1986. Like, that's a NES game. It's not even SNES.
Yes. Well, all 3 of them are NES games.
Oh, fair. Dragon Warrior 3 was...
Yes.
Wow. Because there's a lot in 3.
Yes, Dragon Warrior 3 was absolutely on the original Nintendo system.
Huh. Alright, cool. I'm just kind of surprised by that because of how much they had in that game.
Though I think they did re-release it on the Super Nintendo.
Okay, so maybe
I'd have to double check.
I've only ever played the Game Boy Color version. Maybe the Game Boy Color version is going more off of like the Super Nintendo, because I feel like with all the they have an animation for every kind of monster.
More Mystic Nut.
Yeah, they have animations for every monster. They have many, many monsters in that game. Like, I feel like there's a lot. There's just a lot for a NES game. At least in the version I have played. Although, to be fair, if they did manage to get that all done on OG Nintendo, then that's just even more impressive.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think the Super Nintendo re-release was a combination 2 and 3.
Huh, I could see it.
I'd have to double check. I don't remember. I also think that might be one of those harder to find games.
I mean...
shoot, I have time. I'll look it up now.
Fair enough. But the Switch port has been pretty fun. I've never really played those games very much, so they've been kind of cool to just go through. The first one, like I said, was really short. It was more of a puzzle game that, you know, it was more of a puzzle of, okay, I found this item, now I need to figure out what I need to do with it. Okay, well, I figured out what I need to do with it, but I can't get there until I do something else. And it was kind of that trade fetch quest that they have in a lot of games, except that was just the game. And it was your trade fetch quest to try and get to the end, where you could actually fight the boss. So I think all in all, it took me like 6 hours or so. I don't actually know the exact number. But it was a fun time. It was neat to see kind of where the series began, how it kind of got its start. Like, it's definitely very archaic by our standards now, but they did a lot in that game for the time. So it was very impressive for its time, and it's actually still pretty fun.
So, I was correct to an extent. Dragon Quest III came out in 1988 in Japan and 1992 in the US for the original Nintendo. It did get re-released on Super Nintendo, but only in Japan.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's hard to find.
Interesting.
Because it isn't here.
Yeah.
But they redid this game a lot.
So I'm wondering if, like, those extra animations and whatnot were not in the original NES version.
Well, considering for...
Also, Chunk went up another level.
Oh boy, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a 9-year difference between the original Nintendo release and the Game Boy Color release for the US.
Yeah. They probably updated a few things.
I don't think there were animations on the original Nintendo.
Well, see, now it'll be curious to see if they have the animations on the Switch port then. Like, I have to imagine that they will, but now that I know that the original probably didn't have them, I'm not as certain anymore. Because 3 is the only one out of those 3 that I've ever even played before. I've never beaten any of them until I just beat the first one, like last night. Or I guess like 2 nights ago. But yeah, and I've started up the second one, which, oh boy, it's like double the size and content of the first one. You can already see all the strides that they made just between the 2 games.
It's going to be exciting when you find out the sheer horror and fear of, I think they're the Mudmen?
Oh, I've encountered Mud Dolls.
Mud Dolls, there it is.
Yeah, just sapping away your MP.
Yeah, they are the bane of your existence for most of that game, from what I understand.
Yeah, I've already started to encounter them. Luckily, where I encountered them, they're like right outside of a town.
Yeah.
So it's not that big of a deal. But, oh boy, they are... Anything that gets rid of your MP is not fun. At least in the second game, they actually gave you items to restore your MP, which that was not a thing in the first one. In the first one, the only way to restore your MP was to sleep.
Yeah.
That's it. And in the first game, you are one person doing nothing but one-on-one fights.
Still, though, like I said, I'm sure it was exciting being able to see a lot of those love letters in this game.
Oh, yeah.
Actually in its original state.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm going through that very carefully. Going to delete this warp wing.
But your safety blanket.
I have 2, and this guy's going to give me a 3rd one, so...
Yeah. Assuming you can talk
I guess
to him.
now a 2nd one. Yeah, it was... Oh, hey, look, trumpeter. Not that it matters here. We're getting something else for it. So, it definitely was interesting going through those. Like, the first 3 bosses in this game, the Golem, the Dragon, and Mad Knight, or whatever it's called, are also the first 3 bosses in one. They are also, like, 3 out of the 4 bosses in one. The last one being Draco Lord.
Yeah.
And I guess also Draco Lord 2.
It's a trip.
Yeah. There's a... okay.
Probably the Antidote and the Awake Sand and the Sky Bell.
I've got an extra warp wing.
Or that.
So let's grab this rib. And who still has some wild? You still have some wild. Let's just get rid of that.
But Brenden, you're making Chunk even chunkier.
Look, man, that extra chunk of his is how he defends himself from enemy attacks.
That and his staggering defense.
Yeah, that's how he gets his staggering defense. Every time he defeats these enemies, he eats them, and it adds to his girth.
Oh no.
And that's how he gets the extra defense.
Oh no. I don't like that reality, Brenden.
We're making terrible headcanons today. Welcome to the new show where we make terrible headcanons about our monsters.
Ooh, is that a warp staff?
I hope so.
No. Worthless. Why is it the lowest costed staff is the most important?
I know. Because they actually want you... Okay, we're doing another one of these, sure. Well, at least since my items are maxed out, after I finish fighting these guys, they'll just kick me out.
Fun team, at least.
Yeah, that is a pretty fun team. Except for the Iron Turtle, who will just take forever to die because he will keep defending constantly. But yeah, in the first Dragon...
How do you miss a giant turtle? Okay, whatever.
He's going to continue defending. Stop it. Just die. Just die. Thank you. In the first Dragon Quest, there was no way to restore your MP aside from sleeping. And since you are one person, MP is a very, very hot commodity. In the second game, I have found items that can do it. They just seem to be very, very rare. But you also have 3 people. I do find it kind of interesting that your main character in that game, though, doesn't use MP. He cannot use spells at all. He is purely just a warrior. Of course, he can also equip all of the heavy armor and equipment, which means that his equipment bonuses are always going to be way higher than everyone else. So, I guess it kind of evens out.
Yeah, they force the jobs upon you.
Yeah, although I've also found it really weird that...
Ooh, good for you, Dur.
Nice work, Dur. That MP game. And defense. Actually, pretty good attack, too. I have also found it kind of interesting that... at least at the levels I'm currently at, you're sort of like more mid-range person, who is a lot more like your first character, your main character from the first game, as he has, like, basically your red mage.
Sure.
His levels have been giving him way more stat increases, including attack and HP, than your guy who cannot use any magic and is only there for attack and HP. Which has just been odd. But, I'm sure it'll even out in the end. Oh, hey. There's 2 of the things we haven't had before.
Time to meet up.
Yep.
Also, if I remember correctly, those bomb crags, you're gonna hate those in Quest 2.
Let me guess, they can explode and... They look like something that would have self-destruct. But more realistically, they can probably take your MP.
Actually, you kind of hit it in one.
Fair enough.
Those things are known for being, well...
Bombs.
Bombs, yeah.
Well, hopefully they don't self-destruct here, although, as long as I can get my sirloin in them first, then I suppose it doesn't matter if they self-destruct.
Yeah, because I think they naturally learn kamikaze, I want to say. You can actually just check it as soon as you recruit one.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Because I think I've had the option of learning kamikaze before, or at least I've recruited people who have had it. And if I remember correctly, it kills you and has a chance to lower everyone else's HP to like 1 or something.
Something in that ballpark.
Yeah. Or maybe I'm thinking of one of the many other RPGs that do the same mechanic. Because it's actually a pretty common mechanic across all RPGs.
Yeah, let's take a peek at this thing. Also, that is the Dancy Boy in the arena. Yeah. We have finally found him.
I want his name to be Craig, but I don't have enough letters for it.
Just AG, Crag.
You know what? Yeah.
With the biggest of A's.
Yes, that big A symbolizes that it's Craig.
You know what? I'll let you live in your world, Brenden. It is okay.
I only have 4 letters to work on these things. Alright. He starts at max level, kind of to be expected. He's pretty ordinary. He's got sacrifice.
Not kamikaze.
He's also got farewell, which also doesn't sound great.
That is... I think... God, I don't actually remember which one's which, but one of them is you sacrifice yourself to revive every other person on the party.
I think that's sacrifice. Yeah, I think the Phoenix can learn that, but I'm not certain. Oh, hey.
By the way, you can get Metal Drax here.
That'll be good if we ever need to get more, if for some reason we ever need more Metables and or a Metal King.
Yeah.
Okay, Royal. Okay, Royal. That was 16 attack. He's a very attacky boy. I've not really gotten much sirloin in here. It's mostly been ribs.
Yeah.
But that's kind of okay, because I was able to use those to get my wild back down.
There's a Balzac.
Hey, there's Balzac. Okay.
Speaking of, Balzac is the one that can pair with Trumpeter. Though technically so can Metal Drac, I think.
Cool. Alright. Fair enough. Okay. Can Royal take him out? Not quite.
Oh no. A rock.
Well, that rock actually hurt. It only hurt Chunk. In fact, these guys seem to only really be able to hurt Chunk, but that's still more than expected.
Defense doesn't mean resistances, unfortunately, for our chunky boy.
So, I'm gonna write this down so I remember it. I have a male trumpeter.
It doesn't matter that much.
Yeah. I'm going to need a female Balzac, which if this is not automatically a female, then I just need to breed it with
Something
another
else.
female monster.
Or another female material.
Yes, another female material, more specifically.
Which of the 4 we're getting, we should hopefully find at least one.
Hopefully. I mean, we can make one when we make the evil pot with Gizmo.
Which is our fallback.
Yeah.
Either way, we're filling this damn dex out.
Yes.
Which...
Well, speaking of which, we got the Gizmo.
really still sinking in that we're actually doing this.
I mean, we're this close to it. The only thing that's left here is boss monsters and 3 dragons after we're done here. So, we're... I mean, at this point, I feel like we're too close not to.
Yeah.
The boss monsters are going to be kind of a pain, but... And also, there's only one more thing for me to recruit in this dungeon after this, so I'm just going to throw...
Sirloin. Oh, yeah, 4 sirloin.
Yeah, I'm just going to throw a 3rd sirloin on this guy, and then I'll have 4 more for the other for the other dude.
Alright.
There we go. There we go.
Shame.
Cannot take any more monsters.
Oh, no. Oh, well.
Alright, so... Need everything on that first line. I think we need everything here except for the herb man. Okay. Oh, I can't actually cycle through them.
Yeah, you telling me that herb man's not a vegetarian in some way? He looks crazy enough.
He looks crazy to the point that he would eat anything. He looks like he would be a scavenger in the forest that would eat anything that he could chance upon. That's what I see there. I don't think we need the Slime Knight. Or, no, this isn't Slime Knight. This is just regular Knight.
Rogue Knight.
Is a material, but that's not going to matter.
Alright, whatever.
Yeah, let's just get rid of him.
Balls. B-A-L-Z.
Yeah, we all know. We all know what he's about. And I want to take a look at him. Because we've encountered this guy a couple of times. He's got really high stats. Like, all things considered, his stats are actually really high.
He is one of the stronger materials.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the boss material monster.
It is.
Alright, cool, yeah.
You have finally figured it. You have finally solved the puzzle.
And he's got Zap and Explode It.
And one other thing that he was unable to learn.
Alright. Sure. Okay, well, there's 3 out of our 4 right there.
Yeah. Actually, the one thing it wasn't able to learn was multi-cut.
Ooh, neat. Okay. And there's the 4th. Alright.
Yeah, that weird cursed doll.
Yep, just gotta get rid of Craig's here. Chunk seems to do the most damage in just straight up attacks. So let's see.
He does have about 600 attack.
Yeah, I wanted to see if he would be able to take this guy out in one hit.
Damn,
but
sure is a shame we're immune to that.
Yeah, sure is a shame. You can't hurt me. I don't actually trust that voodoo to survive a single attack so that it would be the last thing to die.
Yeah, you keep trying that, buddy.
Alright, and then we'll Iron Eyes, set you guys back to charge, and then I'll just throw all my meat at this guy. Because why not? You know what? This is easier. It's less button presses to just go over 1 and grab a sirloin than go down 3 to get 1. Yeah, you're trying to lower my defense, but my defense is iron. Alright, and I'm just gonna throw another sirloin. Why not?
We are the meat boy.
Yep.
Oof.
Okay, cool. Is it a female?
No.
Nope, no females here. Alright.
Well, our
Fine.
final material will be a female.
Yep. Alright, what are we getting rid of this time? I don't know if we need the Herdman for anything.
We absolutely do not.
I know we need you. I don't remember what you are. We don't need the Momonja.
It is female.
Oh, it is a female, though.
Man is a man, isn't it?
So is this
Oh, we
bug.
absolutely do not need that.
Yeah, goodbye, bug.
Sure.
It is a Vidal. Vidal. Not to be confused with Vidal. That's from a different territory on the thing. And just because we've looked at the rest of them. Okay.
It exists.
Not as good as Balzac. It's got surround, panic, all defense, so it is purely mixed. Got it. Okay, cool. Well, we've got one breeding to do, and then we will have made every material. Never thought we'd get to that point in the game.
All that'll be left are dragons and bosses.